Welcome in, everyone. We have more news and updates about whether or not the strike on Fordow with 12 bunker-busting bombs successfully took out the site amid reports that it might have survived the massive bombing attack carried out by the United States military on the orders of President Donald Trump. This topic has started an absolute firestorm online, has started an absolute firestorm in the media world, the political world. There is a lot to go through here. I know people are very upset. Different theories are flying around. We're going to get into all of it, but there are significant updates since my video came out on June 24th. I'm filming this on June 25th with the latest information. So we're going to get into all of it. I encourage everyone to hear the information. Don't get angry. Don't rage or anything like that. We're going to go step by step over the latest updates, including video of President Donald Trump addressing the situation. Before we get into all of that, please make sure to like and subscribe. It's totally free, costs you guys nothing, is huge, huge, huge for the channel. Make sure to comment with your thoughts below. That also helps boost us in a big way. I'm trying to respond to as many as I can. Hit the bell. Make sure all your notifications are turned on. Hit the one that says all notifications. You'll be the most up-to-date people on YouTube. You won't miss a single video. Now, let's get into it. In the last video I made, I addressed a previously top secret, or I guess still top secret, document that had been leaked to the media from the U.S. government. This was a U.S. government document classified at a top secret level that was leaked to the media, claiming that the Fordow Uranium Enrichment Center had not suffered complete and total obliteration and had mostly taken surface damage, and the centrifuges had survived, and the enriched uranium in the Fordow facility had survived 12 GBU-57s being dropped on it by 7 B-2 stealth bombers. Now, I want to make this crystal clear. Let's be crystal clear. The White House confirmed the document is real. I'll repeat that. The White House confirmed the leaked top secret document was real, okay? So don't get mad at me. Everyone was super mad at me yesterday in the video, raging at me because I talked about this top secret document. The White House came out and said it's real. They said they disagree with it, but the document is indeed real, and they confirmed that the document had been leaked to the media. So there's no question whether or not the top secret document claiming the facility was not destroyed is real or not. We know it's 100% real because the White House says it's 100% real. They also just say we disagree with the assessment of the military. We disagree with the assessment of the intel people responsible for putting this document together. So that's the baseline facts of the matter. Now, where does that leave us? Well, President Donald Trump has addressed the situation now multiple times since that video went up, including at the NATO summit on June 25th, which is the day I'm filming this. He addressed the document, the reports, the media, and he went hard after CNN, MSNBC, calling them scum, saying that the pilots did an incredible job, and doubling down on the fact that the facility was completely and totally obliterated beyond any shadow of a doubt. That's what President Donald Trump is saying, okay? So again, before we get into the video of his comments, let's run it back. Document comes out, gets leaked to the media. White House confirms the document is real, but they disagree with the assessment. President Donald Trump then addresses the claims at the NATO summit. Let's go ahead and roll a video of his comments right now.
This was an unbelievable hit by genius pilots and genius people in the military, and they're not being given credit for it because we have scum that's in this group, and not all of you are. You have some great reporters, but you have scum. CNN is scum. MSDNC is scum. The New York Times is scum. They're bad people. They're sick. And what they've done is they're trying to make this unbelievable victory into something less. Now, even they admit that it was hit very hard, okay? But it wasn't hit hard. It was hit brutally, and it knocked it out. The original word that I use, I guess it got us in trouble because it's a strong word. It was obliteration.
So right there, you have President Donald Trump addressing the leaked top secret document, claiming that the Fordow uranium enrichment facility was not destroyed by the 12 30,000-pound bunker busters. Remember, Fordow is about a football field under a mountain. That is a great distance, but the bunker busters are believed to be able to penetrate that deep. Everyone is waiting on an official battle damage assessment to figure out just exactly what the extent of the damage was. But President Donald Trump took further to Truth Social, shared a couple messages about the situation. This is the first one. I'm going to throw this up on the screen for you. This is the first one he shared. It says, fake news, CNN, together with the failing New York Times, have teamed up in an attempt to demean one of the most successful military strikes in history. The nuclear sites in Iran are completely destroyed. Both the Times and CNN are getting slammed by the public. So that's what President Donald Trump is saying. He's saying, hey, look, the media teamed up against me. It was destroyed. They are trying to downplay what happened. And obviously, he is not very happy about it. I'll put his second post right up here, which is actually a quote from Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth. Hegseth saying, based on everything we have seen, and I've seen it all, our bombing campaign obliterated Iran's ability to create nuclear weapons. Our massive bombs hit exactly the right spot at each target and worked perfectly. The impact of those bombs is buried under a mountain of rubble in Iran. So anyone who says the bombs were not devastating is just trying to undermine the president and the successful mission. So that is Pete Hegseth reacting to the latest information, reacting to the latest news, reacting to the leaked top secret document, which again, the White House confirmed was real. However, we also now have new details, new information about the extent of the damage and whether or not the strike actually worked. Let's get into that right now. So this report comes from Fox News reporter Jennifer Griffin, and it lays out more details of the alleged damage that was done at the site with details of the strike. It says, and I'm quoting, according to well-placed sources who have seen the classified DIA assessment of the bomb damage assessment, the BDA, after the U.S. military strikes last weekend, DIA assesses that the Iran nuclear program could be back online in a matter of months, from 1 to 2 months on the low end to less than a year on the high end. This is a preliminary intelligence assessment and is deemed low confidence in intelligence parlance. It is based, I am told, on satellite imagery and SIGNET, signals intelligence, obtained since the strikes. The focus of the report is on the BDA at Fordow. The U.S. B-2 MOP bunker busters, those are the GBU-57s, were able to cave the entrances to the facility, which is built 300 feet underground. The entrances are caved in. Some infrastructure was destroyed according to the assessment, but the overall operations may not destroyed, and they could dig out and rebuild, repair power to the facility that powered the centrifuges. According to the preliminary DIA intelligence assessment, an unknown amount of highly enriched uranium, the 400 kilograms that was enriched to 60%, was moved out of the Fordow facility. One possibility, according to the DIA assessment, is that they were moved to a third site that the Iranians told the IAEA ahead of the strikes, a secret site. DIA is one of 18 U.S. intelligence agencies. It focuses on military intelligence. Again, this is a preliminary intelligence assessment, so intelligence terms, it is deemed low confidence. That comes from Fox News reporter Jennifer Griffin. So again, read into that, take that for what you think it's worth. We also have this that I'll throw up on the screen for you now. This is a statement that the White House shared. The statement comes from the Israel Atomic Energy Commission. This was shared by Caitlin Collins. Fun fact, Caitlin Collins and I used to work together years and years ago in a different lifetime. This is what the statement says. The devastating U.S. strike on Fordow destroyed the site's critical infrastructure and rendered the enrichment facility inoperable. We assess that the American strikes on Iran's nuclear facilities, combined with Israeli strikes on other elements of Iran's military nuclear program, have set back Iran's ability to develop nuclear weapons for many years. The achievement can continue indefinitely if Iran does not get access to nuclear material, it says. So that is the Israelis adding in that they think it was hammered, they think it was destroyed, they think it was obliterated, which goes with what Trump's saying. But now we have multiple reports about this leaked document, including from Fox News' Jennifer Griffin, that there are questions about whether or not it was actually destroyed. The question is, where do we go from here? What happens next? Let's get into that right now. At the end of the day, we are now in a waiting game. And the waiting game is we need more information. We need to figure out what exactly is going on. And then there's going to have to be some tough decisions that are made if it turns out the facility did not survive. If it turns out the facility did survive. If it turns out the facility did survive, what do we think the Iranians are going to do? They're going to race to get a nuke. They're going to absolutely race to get a nuke because now at this point they have no reason not to. At that point, the U.S. is going to have to make a decision whether or not they want to go in and attempt this again and hit them harder, drop more bunker busters, attempt to take it out completely. There's some reports you might need a tactical nuke to get rid of the mountain. I don't see a situation where the United States would ever do that, but the Pentagon has estimated that's what it might take. Or we have the best case scenario. The facility was taken out. We have nothing to worry about. The media is wrong. The leaked document is wrong. And everyone can just move forward. But right now, we do not know. That's the way I see it. We simply do not have enough information. We're going off satellite imagery. We know we have spies in Iran. I'm sure they are working to find out the truth. But that's where we are at. But I want to hear what you guys think. Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe. Totally free. Costs you guys absolutely nothing whatsoever. Hit the bell. Hit the button that says turn on all notifications. You won't miss a video. I'll see you guys whenever we have new updates.